ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I literally have tried to hold off on this and reserve my comments on this particular instance right here. But what I want to do is also educate you to what's actually going on. But it keeps coming up in mind, and then I click on the video this morning, it's there, and so it keeps coming up, so I have to speak about it. What we have President Donald Trump versus LeBron James. Think about that for a second. Now, let's go into the history of these two individuals. And let's also talk about a slap in the face against the federal government, or the government itself, or the state. Let's weigh this evidence. Let's tally this thing up. LeBron James, let's start with Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump was born with a gold spoon in his mouth. I know people often refer to it as silver spoon in a mouth, or in his mouth. He inherited millions upon millions upon millions of dollars and used that money to allegedly so-called invest by expanding his debt balance sheet. So he doesn't know what it means to live in a gutter or come from the gutter. That's why he can be divisive in his language and condescending in his speech towards those of us who he believes to be nothing but peasants and the offscouring of the earth. Now, follow me for a second. He talked about LeBron James earlier in one of his tweets, and says how that he prefers and he likes Mike. And then, of course, people will say, why in the world is this man, being the president of the United States of America, why is he now attacking LeBron James? Now, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something that the rich will not tell you and the mainstream news media will not tell you. I've said it all the time, and I'm going to use my statement again. If I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Listen to me real good. Listen. The way your popularity grows is when your name is out there for everyone to hear. It makes no difference if it's in a good spotlight or a bad spotlight. The ideal is that it's there. It's in people's mouth. It's in their head. It's in their thoughts. All publicity is good publicity. It makes no difference if it's positive or negative. Because ultimately, with 7.5 billion people on this earth, and well over 360 or 370 million people in the land of the United States of America, there are going to be some people, more likely, especially if you come from means and you're rich, because the rich look at things totally different than we do. They actually look down upon us. They use us to expand their balance sheet. But he is getting his name out there. And he's keeping it out there because he knows he's going to have a support base, and he's probably going to grow that support base. He don't care about all the people's opinion about him. You can tell that. He totally ignores that, and he keeps doing what he's going to do, and he's doing it. Now, on the flip side, LeBron James, he comes from poverty. He comes from nothing. And he has literally, through his talent, sweat equity, has literally built himself an empire who, if he is not rivaling the balance sheet of Donald J. Trump, who came from everything and had everything given to him, he's probably done surpassed Donald J. Trump balance sheet and probably have more billions than he does. Now think about that for a second. Why wouldn't a rich man be envious of something like that? I mean, after all, Donald J. Trump, along with Dick Cheney and along with Bill Clinton, those three end up getting 3 deferments from war for this country. And then all 3 of them come back in government, as Jesse Ventura say, chicken hawks. They were cowards it came time for that number to be called to go to war and fight for this alleged beloved country and this patriotism that they claim that they have, stand for the national anthem and all this other stuff, but they were chickens and cowards when it came to serving it. But now all of a sudden that they are now, see the rich rule over us to their own hurt, to our own hurt. Now all of a sudden these cowards are in places of power to rule and legislate over men's lives. Now they're hawkish and bullish on war, and they want to send your sons and your daughters to go fight that warrantless war. By the way, I thought we were not supposed to be at war unless Congress declares it. Did something change? Anyway, I know I digress. Let me get back on point. All right. So LeBron James comes from nothing, zero, zips, nada, and now has a balance sheet that is either right there or either above the riches that Donald J. Trump had given to him. Donald J. Trump started some type of real estate investment school, and it bombed because of him being so divisive. He had to end up paying out millions upon millions of dollars in lawsuits. But check this out. LeBron James, again, is single-handedly showing and exposing the nature of this country. You know what this man has done? He has taken his money that he has earned through his sweat equity of playing basketball, and he has literally built a public school in his own hometown, elementary school, taking all and built the whole entire thing for children in his hometown so they can get a good education. Can you imagine the type of salary that those teachers are going to get? This is something that should have been done by the federal government since we have a federal school curriculum. I call it the federal food curriculum, the public food system. Because that's all you're going to get is a bunch of lies and foolishness. They're going to train you to how to be a good citizen to function in their paradigm. So, what's ahead of you? What do you think about someone that is rich, that came from riches, and someone came from poverty? When you weigh the evidence and you look at just the works, who really truly cares about America, and who really truly cares about this country, and who really truly cares about their people? The evidence and the fruit is staggering, is it not?